And I think soon we are going to have an open discussions on the topic of green finance for SMEs. And yeah, I don't think I will use so much time for these presentations. Luis, I think I will share my screen if that's okay. Thank you. So today, as a follow-up and also as a trigger for our discussions in a few minutes, we will see the connections between green finance and then the development of sustainable SME sector in Mauritius or in general in the world. So this is only to give you an overview about the importance of small, medium enterprises, which many of you maybe fall under this category, and you see how important you are in the whole economy development. So I will not go into details, but we are going to share these slides with you later. But basically, you as SMEs, you play a major role in basically every economy in the world. And basically, you contribute job creations in the global economic development, particularly in Mauritius. So you are really important. And SMEs represent 90% of businesses, also in Europe, 90% depend on SMEs. And 50% of employment is created within small, medium enterprises. And so on and so forth. You contribute to the national income, the GDP, and by 2030, according to the World Bank, 600 million jobs will be needed. And actually, a lot of these jobs will be absorbed or created within SME sector. So you see how important the green finance within to develop a SME sector in Mauritius. But then there are also some trends in terms of SME financing around the world, because in actuality, in reality, SMEs are less likely to be able to obtain loans or credits from banks or than the larger firms. And they prefer to rely on internal funds, your own saving probably, or cash from friends and family, and more other informal sources. And according to international finance corporations, which is IFC under the World Bank, about 65 million firms, 40% of the very small and medium enterprises in developing countries still have a financing gap, so to say. And if everything is put together, it amounts to $5.2 trillion every year. So you see how important it is that we have these discussions today about the green finance to develop further your business. As Michael just explained in details, there are several programs that you can consider after these workshops. And then there are a lot of barriers to accessing finance by SMEs, and these are only a very short list. There are so many barriers, but first and foremost is that SMEs tend to lack the necessarily collateral, the guarantees, and they often don't have hard informations on their business. So they don't have documentations about their operations. And the next barrier is that SMEs find informal financing, again, to be more flexible and easier to access, although sometimes this informal financing actually has very high interest rate, and so on and so forth. So the questions that we would like to maybe discuss in a few minutes together with SME Mauritius, with MTA. I'm not sure if MTPA is still with us, but hopefully we can still have meaningful discussions today about how can we improve SMEs access to finance in Mauritius. I mean, after you heard the presentations from Michael, there are a lot of opportunities for you actually. And we would like to know why maybe some of you haven't tried to apply for this green financing so far. Maybe there is still something that we can improve to help you as small, medium enterprises to access the financing and to grow your business, hopefully sustainably. So from the view of Mauritius, according to the latest report from early this year, green finance is on the rise, as you can see from Michael's presentations, and government, in this case, SME Mauritius is a major player. Yeah. And as you also saw from the previous presentations, anything related to renewable energy, energy efficiency, and low carbon vehicles and so on, they are really receiving a lot of attention from the Mauritian government. And here we have a quote from the Honorable Minister Bola that say SMEs, startups, and green entrepreneurs, not only in Mauritius, but across the globe, play a vital role in the transitions to a low carbon economy. And by developing new business models, again, as Michael already mentioned, and new processes for different industrial sectors, and that investment in green entrepreneurship is a sound and wise move, as green entrepreneurs provide a promising response to sustainable development challenges, especially during this pandemic time or after in the coming years. So we are going to share these slides with you. I will not go into details. You already saw the presentations from SME Mauritius, but basically there are already a lot of opportunities for SMEs, but also for the big companies who are present today to tap into this green finance in Mauritius.